He does not want to wait another moment to marry Rachel. At first, everything seems to be heading in the right direction, a storybook ending for the young couple. Laban quickly throws a great feast with lots of food and lots of wine, of which Jacob freely partook, no doubt. Needless to say, he was fired up. Perhaps in his haste and with the fuzzy head of one who celebrated too much, Jacob fails to realize that his bride, that Laban brings to him, is not Rachel, but his older sister Leah. Still, he unites with her, marries her, and seals his fate with her, a fact he realizes with horror and anger the following morning. He forcefully confronts Laban and only then realizes that he, the master of deception, has been tricked. The trickster has been tricked. Leah is now his wife, but he really loves Rachel, so Laban agrees to let him marry her as well, if Jacob agrees to another 7 years of hard work.
Late into the night before the wedding was going to commence, Laban took his oldest daughter Leah and dressed her in a wedding gown and veil to cover her face, for back then it was custom for the bride to be covered. Leah was not adorned with the same beauty as her sister. Rather, she carried herself plainly and did not draw the same attention as Rachel. In Jacob's excitement and revelry with wedding music and wine, he took Leah as his wife. The two of them were one, and Jacob went into Leah for the first time, thinking it was Rachel. Jacob, the man who had tricked his own brother and father into giving up their birthrights and blessings, found himself in a wedding bed with the wrong woman, tricked by his father-in-law.
Well, Jacob agrees. Rachel and Leah become bitter rivals, but God sees Leah's rejection and has compassion on her. He blesses her with a fertile womb. She bears 4 sons with Jacob and then stops conceiving. And with each child, she holds out hope that this new son will cause Jacob to love her, but it never happens. Rachel, for her part, grows increasingly bitter and demands Jacob give her a child, lest she die. Listen to Jacob's response found in Genesis 30, verse 2. Jacob became angry with her and said, "Am I in the place of God who has kept you from having children?" This may seem at first to be an appropriate answer, acknowledging God as the giver of life. But if you look at it closely, Jacob is simply denying any responsibility, even blaming God for Rachel's inability to conceive. It is at this point in our story that Jacob seems to wake up and realize he needs to leave Laban's land and it's time to return to Canaan, the land of promise,